Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Blue version. Today we take on the Team Rocket Hideout underneath the game corner. So, this is part 1 of a 3-part set of dungeons. We have visited one part being Lavender Town, where we went into the Pokemon Tower, and this is the first part to help us start working our way to getting the Sylph Scope to be able to deal with the ghost. And we need to do that to be able to progress past Celadon City. So starting off, we are going to be facing multiple members of Team Rocket, and they typically lean on normal poison and psychic types, but they will dabble into other types as well, like in this case Machop. We will see other trainer classes mixed in with them, like scientists who will bring in electric types. But overall, we're going to be facing the same general types, just over and over again. So be prepared to deal with these types on a regular basis, and don't be afraid at any point to leave to go heal up. There's no punishment for doing so. And we defeated our first member of Team Rocket. Okay, so the main gimmick of this dungeon is we're going to be wandering around finding key cards to get past these doors. So as we travel, we're going to be facing many trainers, and you can skip a fair amount, but the kind of weird part about this is you have to fight certain trainers to get like certain things. So we're going to also be making sure to battle everyone, because this, as I said, is a one-time dungeon. So if you want that experience and the money, now is the time to get it. So this Team Rocket member has a Eradicate. We're going to start off with Stun Spore. We're going to get hit by Quick Attack, but Stun Spore should help slow it down to where that's the only move that should outspeed us. We're going to hit with Body Slam. Getting close to getting the knockouts, but it hits with Hyper Fang, which does a decent amount of damage. We might have to start using Leech Life to heal back up. But we're going to be able to get some good experience on Paracy. Okay, yeah, let's switch out to Kaiser. And with how the leveling is around this part, we're already hitting the threshold of the next gym, which happens to be in Celadon City. So we could take it on right now, but I'm planning to take it on afterwards. But we're already like reaching the levels, but after that the level curve jumps a fair bit. So making sure to get these levels now is kind of important. So let's head down to the next floor. And we come across the other gimmick of this area, the spinning tiles. So with this puzzle, you're having to figure out which tiles to get on to travel around the room. And while you're spinning, you don't have control. I can hit whatever direction I want and it won't affect my character. So, as we're going through this little maze here, we're going to be collecting items along the way. We found another nugget, so there's some good money there. Coming back around, wanting to avoid that. It wouldn't be too bad if we did hit it. Grab this item. Another Moonstone. I think that was the last one we need to be able to evolve all possible Pokemon that evolve using a Moonstone. TM07. So TM07, let's see, is Horn Drill. So this is what I mentioned earlier we could buy. It's a one-hit KO move, but it's not really necessary for us to use. Okay. Now, it looks like we might need to hit this one, so we can then come over here. And if you need to heal up, just hit here and we can go back up. And while I'm thinking about it, I believe I accidentally skipped over an item. I have to see for exactly sure. I think it's right here. Yep, here we go. And we found another PP up. So, start raising our power points for our moves. I'm gonna go heal because Piracy is kind of low. Just want to make sure I'm able to still battle him, get some levels. And hopefully, if everything's going well, you're also hearing the in-game music, which I've had issues with over the past couple episodes. I do apologize once again for that. One thing you may also want to do right now is use this time to level up any Pokemon you have in your PC that you're just wanting to train, see what they evolve into. Because as I was saying, we're kind of at that point with the level curve where it kind of can be difficult to stay under level. I'm actually going to take Meowth with me. Maybe get it some levels, get payday on it so I can start gaining some more money. I don't know. Just mixing it up. So let me actually move Meowth up front. And then we can switch into Piracy afterwards. So, let's head back on downstairs. Head down the stairs again. And let's battle this rocket member I skipped over. Boss said you can see ghosts with the Sylph Scope. Rocket wants to fight. Rocket sends out Zubat. And so we see, even though our Meowth is a couple levels lower, it's not actually that much lower. Ooh, let's send in Kaiser and get use of his Rock Slide move. So we get hit by Bite, but if we counter with Rock Slide, this will be super effective on Zubat due to its flying type. And we get the knockout. Meowth gains some experience, so does Kaiser. Next is Coughing. Switch back out into Meowth. Then switch into Kaiser once more. Go for Thrash. Oh, they gained some good experience. Grimer. This is a new Pokemon. So I'm going to switch back into Meowth. So Grimer is a pure poison type. Grimer is actually fairly defensive. It's kind of like a counterpart to Coughing, but not in the same way as like version exclusive. Grimer tends to be more, I think, physically defensive, where Coughing is specially defensive, or it's the other way around. I can't remember 100%. But as we're seeing, still a lot of poison types. Another Zubat. We'll keep Kaiser in because Zubat doesn't give too much experience right now. Rock Slide for the knockout. And then his last is Eradicate. So this one will actually be good for a switch in, because fully evolved Pokemon tend to give out a decent chunk of experience. And also compared to wild battles, trainer Pokemon also tend to give out more experience. They kind of have like a little buff to the amount of experience they hand out. So Hyper Fang takes us down 22 points with a critical hit. Stun Spore. But it hits us with critical attack first. It is paralyzed. Counter with a Body Slam. And get the knockout. And Meowth goes to level 13. Parasine gains some experience. And we can continue to move on. Now if I hit that bottom one, it would have actually sped this up a little quicker, because I would just have skipped a few steps. Okay. You go here, so we can go down. Catch this one, come around, and now instead of going to the right, we will go left. If we go up, it would take us where we don't want to go. If we go here. Alright, and I think if we take this way, we can go get another item. You need to be strategic with this. Don't take that first path, but take the second path. So we can stop on those square tiles and then come back here and get a super potion. Not any trouble back around. Okay, it sends me up. Come here. There, and then we can take the top one so we can get stopped, and then we take the lower path so we can get to the next area. Okay, so here is an elevator, so you're able to travel to some different floors. Let's take these stairs so we can go back up into a different area. Find another Rocket member. Why did you come here? So this is always like an interesting plot point with this game, is you're a 10-year-old taking on a criminal organization and stopping them. Okay, lowers my defense, but we should be able to hit with Body Slam and hopefully get the knockout. And we do. Next is Eradicate, so we're going to do like we did last time, switch into Meowth to gain some experience. And then swap back into Parasine. And if we can go off the previous Eradicate, hopefully this Body Slam should take it out, and it does. And Meowth grows to level 14. Next, another Eradicate, so we'll repeat our strategy. So it's like with this game, I wouldn't say the level curve is necessarily too bad when it comes to the big battles, but even still, we're facing level 19s and all that right now. Oh, and Parasite gets knocked out. And we've been in our 20s for a while. Send out Gimbu. We haven't had him out so far this episode. Let's try out his new Ice Beam. Get the knockout, which was pretty much guaranteed. Next, Rattata. We'll just keep Gimbu in. And use Water Gun. Oh, he barely survived. Hits his back with Tackle, doesn't do much. And just take him out with Water Gun. We defeated another member of Rocket. This won't do. Okay. Looking around. We have an item up here. A Hyper Potion. Another Rocket member. And I'm actually going to use a Revive on Parasite so we can see it brings him back up to half his health. Rounded down. And then use a Super Potion to bring him up to full health. Intruder alert! Next Rocket wants to fight. He sends out Grimer. Level 20, so a little bit higher level. Since it's a poison type, Kaiser is one of our best defenses right now for that. Goes for Disable and takes out Rock Slide, but we will counteract with Thrash. Just survives. So we continue the Thrash bout. Next is Coughing. We'll switch into Meowth. And then let's switch back into Kaiser. It's a poison type move. And as we can see after the switch out, Rock Slide is back, so we can use it. And we get the knockout with a critical hit. Meowth grows to level 15. Another Coughing. Swap back out to Meowth so we can get the experience. And back out into Kaiser. Probably should have used Rock Slide, but Thrash does a good job. And with the second round of Thrash, we knock it out. Another Rocket down. Okay. Let's continue on. This time taking the elevator. Appears to need a key. Okay. So we need to find this key. So we were up here. Oh. Just to make sure. I need to stop doing that. We picked up every item here, and there is no other doors. Okay. We checked the maze of the spinning tiles, and there was nothing there. But there was a stair here behind this man, so we can go down that. We got a word from upstairs that you were coming. So news of us being in here has already started to spread out, and they're getting ready to battle us. Chop, so this would not be a good matchup for Meowth, but let's send out Parasite. A low kick. Not very effective. Let's hit back with a body slam. Karate chop. And another body slam should get the knockout. Next is another Machop. Once again, we'll send out Meow. Parasy is able to take some pretty good hits. And we get the knockout with a critical hit. Alright. There's an item over there, but we can grab this one first. Found TM10. Let's check what that is. And it is Double Edge. So Double Edge is a actually pretty good move, but it does take recoil damage, so I'm going to hold off on it. Alright, so we see we have some more spinning tiles. Oh, we actually missed a hidden item right next to the one over here. Okay. So come about right here and go 1, 2. There we go. So second tile from the left, like 3 down. So we found another nugget. We got some more money. Alright. Now this next puzzle, we can go left or right. Looks like left is the preferred path, and we can come down here. Go to this middle part. Down. If we go here, we go to that tile over there. Or if it looks like if we take this one, we end up further down. Okay, but we do see there's some stairs over there, but this is the way for us to get it. About another rocket member. And Meowth might actually start being able to stand his own. Let's try to get Parasy up to level 29 with Gimbu and Kaiser first. So we're going to use Body Slam for hopefully the knockout. And we get it. Meowth grows to level 16. If I'm remembering right, I think it's level 18. It learns Payday. That's my goal right now, is to get him to that. That way, if I need to do any money grinding off recording, I do have Meowth to help in that process. Another Body Slam. Almost get the knockout. Probably could have used Scratch there, Leech Life to get the knockout instead of Body Slam. Save those power points. And another Drowsy. I'm going to actually keep Parasy in here so I can get some health back using Leech Life, with it being super effective. And almost get a knockout. But we get fully healed from that. Both were disabled, but it failed, so we'll just take it out with another Leech Life. Just in case it outsped us for some reason. Parasy still hasn't gained that level, but we're probably very close. Okay. Come here. Oh, there is an item, so we're going to quickly pick it up. A rare candy. Worth it? Okay. So you go back around. Real quick. To the left. Down. All the way down, but we'll go to second to bottom. Come all the way down here. And go around the corner. Okay. Check down here. There's an item on the desk. An HP up. And like I've been doing with all my HP ups. Going on Gimbo. Alright. So, there's an item around here. Found HMO2. Containing Razor Wind. So 2-turn setup move, not that great. I've never had real good use for it. The elevator doesn't work. Who has the lift key? Oh, this Rocket member. He's always been kind of famous. And you're going to see after we get done battling him. Level 21 coughing. Listen down, Gimbo. Use his tackle. Water gun. And he took that pretty good. So, yeah, I think coughing is the special side where Grimer is the physical, which kind of can make sense because Grimer is sludge. So, if you try to hit it, it just kind of moves out of the way. Versus coughing being more solid. Let's use Ice Beam, and we get the knockout. And what does he say the line? Oh no, I dropped the lift key. So yep, you talk to him, and then he drops the lift key, so now we can take the elevator. Alright, so let's make it back to said elevator. So the quickest way, take this path here, take this tile, and make our way around. Oh, nope. Actually, I have to go back up these stairs. And... oops, did it again. You just have to make this way to the path. And due to this being the first game with Team Rocket, this kind of helped set the stage for them. And this is where they kind of became associated with these spinning tile puzzles, which will appear in many games after this one. Alright, so we're about to that elevator. Okay. So now we can use the lift key. Which floor do we want? Well, we've been to floor 1, 2, but we have not been to floor 4. Or basement floor 4. Right, there's looks like to be 2 guards there. Come around here, pick up this item. There's no more rooms. No more room. Okay, so I don't want to leave. I have to use something. Guess I'll use my 3 super potions. Well, I can use 2 of them. to top off these guys, and I can maybe save the next one for after these battles up here. I know you ruined our plans. I'm at Mount Moon. Alright, another rocket member. Sends out Sand Shrew. We're going to counter with Gimbu. Did lower our accuracy, but luckily we're able to get through it and get the knockout. Next is Ekans. So yes, we will switch, that way we can reset our accuracy. Also get some experience on Meowth while switching into Kaiser. That Poison Sting did absolutely nothing, even if it was a critical hit. So starting to show our level difference. Level 17? Okay, it's level 17, it learns Payday. So next is Sand Slash. So yes, I want to switch. I'm going to switch back into Meowth, just so I can use Payday. Payday! An attack, yes. Did it drop some coins? Let's go again. Okay, Slash is a very powerful move, as you can just see. So Slash is a unique move because it has an increased critical hit chance. And this means on fast Pokemon, it basically almost is guaranteed to be able to get a critical hit. That is a very important strategy to use on fast Pokemon, is trying to get moves that do give them that advantage. And Gimbu grows level 30. Alright, and we picked up some money. Okay, Meowth is knocked out. But we'll move on to the next Rocket member, because after we beat this one, we have the boss to deal with. Starting off with Ekans. Let's hit it with a water gun. Granted, Ice Beam might be able to do just as much or possibly even more damage. Don't poison us. Thank goodness. Hit it with a water gun. Get the knockout. After this, we will switch out Sandshrew. We'll send out Kaiser. Yes, he doesn't have any super effective moves right now against them, but he can still hit pretty hard. So let's use Thrash. Get the knockout, the critical hit. Also growing to level 30. Next is Arbok. We'll keep Kaiser in. Arbok is the evolved form of Ekans, still a pure poison type. And just like Ekans, it does have Wrap, so that is a concern with it because it is faster, obviously, than Ekans since it is the evolved form. Alright, so we beat them, the gate opens. Let's come back here. I'm going to use that last super potion. Top off Gimbu. Oh, and we get an iron. So that lets us raise our defenses. And behind here is the big boss himself. But first, before we fight the big boss, let's go behind him and we can find a super potion. Oh, and I don't have any more room for items. Well, guess we're going to use this iron. No, I don't want to. To me, it's more useful to sell. How about we use a PP up on Gimbu's Ice Beam. I'm actually going to use the other one on Kaiser's Thrash, because those are two moves I do plan on keeping on them. And now let's pick up our Super Potion. So, I must say, I'm incredibly impressed you got here. Giovanni wants to fight. Giovanni is the leader of Team Rocket, and he starts out with a level 25 Onyx. But Gimbu has had plenty of experience battling Onyxes, so we're able to easily take it out. Next he sends out Rhyhorn. No, we want to keep battling. So Rhyhorn is another ground rock type. So this means the water gun is extremely effective against it, and we get the knockout. And then lastly, he sends out Kangaskhan. Yes, I'm going to switch into Parasy. Kangaskhan is a pure normal type, and is well known for being both a mother and carrying its child. Uses guard specs to help prevent stat lowering. You hit it with Body Slam. It uses Rage. Rage is kind of like Thrash, where you're going to be stuck using it, and its rage will be building every time it hits, so it will start doing more damage. But the trade-off is you start at a lower base power, so it does require to get hit multiple times so it can keep raising it. And Parasy grows to level 29. And we defeated Giovanni. What? This cannot be. And we got some good money. I see that you raise Pokemon with the utmost care. A child like you would never understand what I hope to achieve. I shall step aside this time. I hope we meet again. And behind us, no more rooms for items. I think we want to pick this up. Okay. I'm going to toss the escape rope. I don't need it. I have Dig. And we found the Sylph Scope. The Sylph Scope. So now, with this, we're able to leave and take on Pokemon Tower. Oh, one more trainer. Are you lost, you little rat? Another Grimer. Gimbu use Dig. Tries to disable, but we're underground. Pop back up, super effective hit for the knockout. Next is Coughing, and due to this being an older game without abilities, Coughing does not have his ability Levitate, so he can be hit by ground type moves. So we use Dig, and we get the knockout. And Gimbu goes to level 31 and tries to learn Withdrawal. Withdrawal is a move that can increase the defense of Gimbu. I'm not going to teach it, so yes, I want to abandon learning Withdrawal. Why? Alright, now we can leave. So before I was so rudely interrupted by the criminal saying that we got the Sylph Scope, so now we can take on the Pokemon Tower. But before we do that, we have a gym battle to finish. So next time on Let's Play Pokemon Blue, we're going to take on the Celadon City Gym, and then make our way east to Saffron. So I'll see you next time.